Hello, everyone. Lexi here. I am Muscle Check's affiliate media manager, and I'm thrilled to have our Muscle Check team member, Kim Umphrey, back with us. Kim is an RMT and CHNC at Spirit of Physiotherapy. And today, Kim is going to chat with us about our Muscle Check cold and flu and sports, bath and foot soak. So take it away, Kim.
Thanks, Lexi. As always, I'm more than happy to geek out. Okay, so previously we focused on specific ingredients that are in the main Muscle Check formula. Today, we're looking at the two bath salts, which is the cold and flu, which you can see behind me here. And also, this is the sports soak. Okay. Now, the difference between the two is simply a matter of the cold and flu is your standard application. You can just dump the entire pouch in your bath, and away you go. The sports soak is more for the professional athlete level, or you can also mix it with ordinary bath salts, and that can extend your use. So you could actually get out of this pouch, you could probably get 2, possibly even 3 uses out of it. Okay. Now, it is, once again, Shelley has done an amazing job with picking specific ingredients. Obviously, you can't have an enormous amount of oil mixed in with the magnesium salts, the Epsom salts, because then they start to dissolve. But so you want to maintain that crystalline structure. But she has done an amazing job of which ones to combine. So starting off with the Epsom salts, which are simply magnesium salts. Now, magnesium is involved in over 600 functions in the body. It is used for pretty much everything. However, the key factors that I'm going to mention here specifically relate to people who are going to be using the bath soaks. So your muscles chemically need magnesium in order to function properly. They use calcium to contract, but magnesium to relax. So if you don't have enough magnesium in your system, then you're going to end up with those chronically tight muscles that just don't want to let go. The other thing that can happen is if you're doing some sort of an extended sports event, you can potentially use up a lot of the magnesium in your system, and you need to replenish it. And I'm talking about something like, let's say you've run a marathon, or let's say you've been playing 4 games of baseball in one day, or 4 hockey games, or something to that effect. You can deplete the magnesium in your body, and then you can end up with muscle cramps. And sometimes, those Charlie horses you get in the middle of the night, it can be due to magnesium deficiency sometimes. So that's something that you can try. Magnesium is also called the anti-stress mineral, and it's called that because it's used to process cortisol, which is your main stress hormone. Okay. Of course, none of us are stressed at all. Not in our modern North American lifestyle, and after going through COVID, none of us are stressed. So none of us need this, right? Magnesium also helps to regulate neurotransmitters, and it can actually help to reduce inflammation. Once again, a common theme. Okay, let's see. The next main ingredient is the menthol. And as I've mentioned before, it opens the capillaries, which creates that cooling sensation, which increases circulation and enhances fluid movement. It's a natural topical and pain reliever. It's a natural nasal decongestant. It can calm down coughs, and it actually enhances the penetration of other items in the formula. Sunflower oil, it's antioxidant. It's has tocopherols, which help to treat dermatitis. It's moisturizing, reduces itching. It's anti-inflammatory. Tea tree oil. tea tree oil is incredibly antimicrobial. So that's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. It's also anti-inflammatory, and it can actually help to speed up healing of wounds and skin conditions. It's actually effective as a natural preservative too, and it can calm down nerve pain. Wintergreen. Once again, the main active ingredient in wintergreen is methyl salicylate, which is back to that menthol. It's another source of it. So anti-inflammatory. It's also analgesic, which is, reducing pain. It's anti-rheumatic, which means it can actually help if you have rheumatoid arthritis, and is anti-spasmodic, which means muscle spasms, which means spasms in the blood vessels, which can lead to migraines, which means spasms in the bronchioles, which can help, if you have asthma or a chronic cough. Those are all different forms of spasms. So this is anti-spasmodic. And last but not least, the extra virgin olive oil, which is antioxidant, antibacterial, incredibly anti-inflammatory. It's actually nicknamed nature's ibuprofen because it functions similarly to actual ibuprofen. But people who are allergic to ibuprofen aren't allergic to extra virgin olive oil. And it can actually help to treat rheumatoid arthritis. So once again, you've got those powerhouse ingredients that synergistically combine. And this is awesome as a full body soak. Or if you just don't feel like having to scrub out the bathtub each time, you can get one of those deep buckets, like I like those orange ones from Home Depot, and do a foot and calf soak. You put I'd say put about a quarter cup in the container, fill it up with whatever temperature of water feels good. So it doesn't have to be super hot. If it's a summer day and it's 90 degrees outside, you're not going to be wanting to put your feet in hot water. Do what feels good. And this is an awesome, and it's not as good as a full body soak, but it can do an amazing job. And I've had plenty of massage therapy clients who have used this, and they come back to me and they're like, wow, that was awesome. I've got a client who works in a warehouse, and his body is beaten up. Like, he needs regular massage much more often than he can afford it. And so he actually just picked up a big bag of the sports soak, and he uses that religiously, and that's what keeps him going. And that's what keeps him kind of put together in one piece.
Yeah, and that's it. I find that for there's some times where I have where I'm on my feet a lot more. And when I've been on my feet all day, that's exactly it. Where I'll just grab my two buckets that I got from Dollarama, stick in some bath soaks, and then just sit and watch TV, or I can do something else while my feet are soaking, and it makes such a difference. The same with whether it's been that I've been working in on my feet all day, or if I've been walking around, even after coming off of a long hike, same thing. So it's not necessarily that you just need to be doing some intense activity. It could even just be if you're on your feet all day, to come home and do that makes such a difference. Yeah.
And people who are on their feet all day are prone to plantar fasciitis. I commonly recommend them doing a foot soak with the muscle check to help relieve that, because it'll help relieve the inflammation of the plantar fasciitis.
Actually, what I'll do as well is I will soak my feet. I might roll them out a little bit, soak them, and then with the muscle check soak. And then what I'll do after is, when I dry them off, I'll apply the muscle check ointment as well. And
that's a double whammy. Yep.
Exactly, along the calves and the feet as well. And it really, really helps.
Exactly.
So yeah, thanks so much, Kim. I think that was a great explanation into each of the products, reminding us what each of the ingredients are that make this such an amazing product. And again, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to Muscle Check, to myself, to Kim, and we'd be more than happy to chat with you. So thanks so much, Kim. And until the next time, everybody.